I think I read somewhere that something like 50 or 60% of all new construction homes are being built with 2 master bedrooms.
Some people probably are strict traditionalists and would never, ever consider separate bedrooms.
It's weird to me to expect 2 totally different people who have such different sleeping patterns to just jam themselves into one bedroom because that's the social norm. Is it the social norm?
Me and Monica have different sleeping habits. It's as simple as that. We don't go to bed and look forward to the same things. And I'm not talking about sex.
We have had the hardest time the entire 7 years of our marriage reconciling our different sleeping habits.
I like to go to sleep at night with a fan on.
Just those stupid, trashy little white box fans.
When I was even a little kid, I remember my mom using a box fan in our house because we couldn't afford an air conditioner in my room. And I freaking slept so good. You know, from a young age, I couldn't hear the cars on the street. I couldn't hear people laughing or drunk people walking home from the tap room at night.
I love to sleep with the windows open and hear the crickets and the birds and the breeze and the wind rustling through the leaves of the trees. And I could never hear any of that because...
White noise, baby. Took me there.
He's got to have it right by his head. It drives me insane. I can't sleep with it.
Fact, when I played college basketball, that's what they called me, white noise.
So I get it, because I like to fall asleep with the TV on. Serge doesn't like the TV on. So there's that.
She likes to watch TV. She likes to fall asleep with the TV on. She likes to watch sitcoms.
I was home alone a lot as a kid, and so, you know, when my mom was working late nights or whatever, I would have the TV on to keep me company. And it's just something I've always done.
Every little voice that I hear, it makes me crazy. If I hear Ray Romano talking, you know, Ray Romano, it makes me nuts. I'm never going to fall asleep. And if I do, I'm going to fall asleep probably thinking about Ray Romano, which isn't exactly the way that I want to fall asleep.
The status quo of a bedroom is nothing, dark, right? No TV, no fan, just go in the room and go to sleep. That's the status quo. So any additional thing you require to sleep needs to be okayed by your significant other. And so Serge said, I don't like the TV on when I try to go to sleep, so I turn the TV off. But he would never turn off his fan, refused. I can't sleep without my fan. And so years of resentment from me.
So what do? You know? Do we just continue to fight for our own things? We've been fighting about it for years now, you know?
You have these 2 people with such drastically different bedroom habits and sleeping habits. And they try to compromise, and they try to compromise, and they spend 7 years trying to compromise. When do you just say, okay, that's too much? Just go to your separate rooms, and it's cool. It's not a big deal.
It's a war zone of preferences.
TV, no TV, fan, no fan. I've got the TV going, he's got the fan going. It's just a nightmare.
That's not going to lead to any hanky-panky.
Recently, oddly enough, after he quit smoking this past December, Serge has started snoring like I don't even know what's going on.
According to Monica and her heat-activated camera, in the middle of the night, I snore bad.
He'll be awake 1 second, and in 10 seconds, I kid you not, chainsaw snores. Like,
I'm embarrassed. I have no idea, you know. It's the first time in my life. I'm 40 years old, and now I've crossed sides to the snoring side.
How can you start snoring that quickly after falling asleep? I don't know.
I don't want to put anyone through that, you know? I really don't. I don't want to suffer that additional wrath in the morning.
I'll just be staring at him like, I want you dead. And I'll shove him and turn him over, and he's in his sleep, has no idea. It's the worst.
And I don't like being woken up in the middle of the night, poked and prodded and hit with a pillow and told, hey, shut up. I can't sleep. You're snoring.
I'm not a cuddler.
It's like me flinging a jellyfish onto her neck.
Get your big heavy arm off of me. Serge is like, ugh.
she's instantly like, get off, get off.
I like to be unfettered. I prefer my sleeping unfettered.
She likes to be what she calls unfettered. So if I put my arm around her, she'll scream out in the dark of the night, "You're fettering me. I feel fettered."
I can't have a giant arm hanging over my body or a big leg. Get out of here. Get off me. I need to sleep.
I call myself Eddie Fetter.
I don't know who you people are that are like spooning deep into the night. I don't know who you are. Who are you?
Part of me wants to say, hey, we got a big bed. Let's make the most of this. Let's be together in it every night. But then reality kicks in.
I feel embarrassed telling like my mom or Serge's mom that we enjoy sleeping in separate bedrooms because I think people, raise their eyebrow and think, what's wrong with you two?
There's pros and cons to each, but I think that the traditional stance that married couples should sleep in the same bed, in the same bedroom, that it's good for their love life, that it's good for love in general, I don't think I buy that.
Do I have to adhere to this tradition of something that makes no sense for me and my husband in our life?
I don't think at this day and age that there's much to support that other than, it's someone's doctrine from a long, long time ago.
Does a husband and wife choosing to have separate master suites or separate bedrooms indicate trouble in the marriage? Or is that just some common sense when folks need to get some sleep?
Separate bedrooms. I don't know. It might be better than separate houses, right?